So as promised, I'm going to do several tutorials. So this tutorial is going to show you how to create something called a text overlay in your videos on Openshot. And this is really useful if you have to create a title page or subtitles for video formatting. And I'm also going to teach you a little bit about cutting and splitting clips of footage in Openshot as well. So please sit tight and just watch this tutorial to understand how to use Openshot to do all this stuff. If you're part of any of my art classes or communications technology class, you are allowed to use DaVinci Resolve or Openshot or Filmora. You're allowed to use iMOVIE, whatever works for you, because the problem with Openshot is it doesn't work on all computers, and same with DaVinci Resolve, but Filmora does pretty well. It's just that the reason why I don't choose to use it is because it's not free, but the free version, when you export your video, it does have a watermark, so it's not as pretty. So Openshot doesn't have watermark, and you can also create stop motion videos with that program, so that's why I chose it for my courses. It's very versatile actually for high school learning. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to open Openshot. I know one of my students really liked that pun, Openshot, ha ha ha. So if this is your first time using Openshot, I'm just going to go over some of the specific layout terminology for you guys, the interface, so that you guys are able to understand why you're seeing the things you're seeing. So the first area you're going to see is called the project files. So Openshot is divided up to 3 sections. That's the usual interface. There's the project files, which is where you see my mouse, and then there's the video preview area, and then there's also the timeline. Now, if the first time you download Openshot, your program might actually, oops, sorry guys, your timeline might be actually down at the bottom like this. You might not be able to see anything, and you might have 2 long rectangles from left to right looking like this. I like to adjust my timeline because the timeline is the most important part. In Openshot, that's where you do most of your creation of your video footage. So I like to actually raise the timeline, and you have to be really careful. If you're not careful, if you just like randomly click without seeing this, the 2 arrows pointing up and down, if you try to move it without this, you're going to actually just, this is going to happen. It's going to move, it's going to actually move your, it's going to move this part like this, and you don't want that to happen because it just messes up your layout completely. But I'll show you how to reset it. So you just simply, if this happens to you where the timeline goes into all places, you just go to view and you go to view again and then click on simple view, and that's going to reset all of the components in the right spots. Now so what I like to do is have a really nice space to work on. So I like to drag my mouse into the middle line right there, and I like to raise it so that I can see a lot of tracks. And then, but you see these 2 windows shrinking, that's fine. You don't really have to see this one too much, but you need to see this one and this one clearly, because this is the video preview area, is where you get to see what you've been working on and test it out. And then this is where you see your files basically. So the first tutorial, like the first thing I'm going to teach you to do is how to create a title page and text overlay with using Openshot. Openshot, they all sound the same. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm going to be teaching you how to do a text overlay. There's 2 ways to do text overlays. There's one where you use iMOVIE to create it and then importing that file into Openshot. And then there's one where you do it directly on Openshot. I'll be showing you both formats, both ways, so that you can have a choice of doing which one you prefer. I personally prefer doing it through iMOVIE and then importing the that file into this project, but I understand that that might be a little bit more complicated. It's only for people. I would recommend you to do it that way if you're really if you're really comfortable with video editing. If you're not so comfortable, you can just stick to Openshot. But don't worry, I'll show you both ways. So the first one I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Openshot way, which is more simple, but it doesn't look as pretty. That's why I don't like doing it on Openshot, because it doesn't look as pretty. It kind of honestly looks a bit cheap, but it does get the job done if you need that. Okay, so enough talking, let's go into the tutorial. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to need to have some type of footage to work with, right? So if you're in any of my courses, you know that I will make you either self-record footage from your phone and upload it to your computer, or B, if you're doing it for the sake of this tutorial to practice, you can follow along with me and go to pexels.com. And you can find this website, and this website is great because Pexels.com has stock photos and stock videos that you can use, and it's royalty free. That means that it's not copyrighted, and it's a bunch of passionate creators who want to share their work and want other people to use it for their work. So it's a really great royalty-free stock video and image site. So I'm just going to download whatever footage I want. I'm going to find a cute dog. Let's just say a cute dog. Okay, and of course, if you're doing this for the sake of the project that I'm showing you, you're going to be needing footage that is related to your topic. So you can't just have dog videos. Okay, but I'm just using dog video because I'm going to be using this tutorial for multiple courses. So I'm just choosing a generic video, okay? But technically, most of the settings are the same. Okay. Oh, this is in images. So the first thing about Pexels is when you search cute dogs, it's just gonna go to photos. But for the sake of editing videos, you want video editing footage, right? So I'm gonna go to videos, and you can already see there's a lot of stock photos of dog pictures. Actually, I'm gonna find my favorite dog. I'm gonna find Chow Chow. Chow Chow dog. Not Chow Chow, like I don't know what that is. Not Chow Chow dog. No Chow Chow dogs? Oh. What is this? So I'm just browsing to see if I guess it doesn't really matter what dog it is, but oh, that's funny. Okay, I'm just gonna choose this dog right here that's getting his teeth brushed. So I like this. So I'm gonna go to free download, and as soon as you click on free download, which is up in that corner, I'm gonna show you guys one more time. So you click free download, which is this flashing green button here. You're gonna get a you're gonna get a video downloads area here. What you're gonna do, well, what I like to do is I like to drag my file onto my desktop, so it's very easy to access. I don't have to look for it, and I know it's just in my desktop. And once you've downloaded the file, you can now import this into Openshot and work on it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. So you have your video footage downloaded. Now this video here, pretending it's not a dog, it can be self-recorded or it can be something you've downloaded, depending on the specifications of my assignments. But this is gonna show you how to, once again, create a text overlay to create subtitles or title pages, okay? So what you're gonna do is you're going to import this now into Openshot. So there's two ways to do this. If you're on a Mac, MacBooks are really flexible at drag and drop. So you can just quickly drag and drop this onto your track and it'll be there. Or you can actually click on this green button up here. So green button, if you mouse over it, it says import. So every time you want to bring in new media, whether it be a voice MP3 media file, or if you want to import a video file, you're going to hit the green button here. And then you're going to find it. So mine's on my desktop, and I think the dog file is here. I see it, right? So I'm going to click on it and go to open. So once again, it's this green button here that says import files. And then you just find it and click open, and then you're going to see that dog right there. All right. And then now it's ready to be This is not on your project yet. This is just part of your project. So now you have to, now you want to start working on that clip, right? So you're going to now go and you're going to drag this file into your track, and I would suggest you to drag it into track 4, and there's a very important reason why. You want to give an empty space up here in front of this file is because most video editing programs are very similar to any image or art softwares where you have to work within layers. That's how most media files work. Whether you're on GIMP or Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator, all image rendering or video rendering programs usually work with layers. So if you want your text to show on top of this dog video, then you need to have a space on the top of the dog video so you can add the text. That's how this works, okay? Now, one thing I want to bring up right now is that it's actually making my timeline very, very small. So I want to adjust it so that it's more easier for me to edit my clips. So to do that, you're going to go to the blue area here where you see this part. I'm going to shrink my timeline so I can go to edit my footage at in terms of the seconds, because in terms of the duration of into seconds, because right now it's really hard for me to actually edit my video in second because it's just the file is so small right here. So think of it like if you're in Photoshop or GIMP and you're trying to do you're trying to draw a picture, but you're not zoomed in enough, so it's very hard to draw. So this is the equivalent of that. It's very hard for you to work on your file if you're not zoomed in terms of the timeline. But with video, you're actually manipulating time. That's why it's confusing. So just think of it that way. So I need to zoom in on my time in order for me to work on my project, right? So to zoom in on your timeline, you're gonna go to this blue bar and you're just gonna drag this all the way to the end here, like this. And now you see all of a sudden that this bar has extended all the way, right? So if I start playing it, you're gonna start seeing the dog getting his teeth brushed or chewing on the thing. So right, my computer's lagging a little bit, but it's not that great right now. It's probably overworking, but shouldn't lag. Yeah, so it's better like that. Yep, so you see it's playing, so I'm going to just leave it like there. Okay, so the next part is now adding the text overlay. Okay, so the text overlay onto my dog so that I have a title page. So to add a text overlay on Openshot, remember I told you at the beginning, there's two ways. You can either just use Openshot and do it in Openshot, or you can bring it in a different program and import that file in to Openshot. So I'm gonna do both ways today. So the first way I'm gonna show you is doing it through Openshot. So you're gonna go to Title, and you're going to go and click, so up here, sorry if I'm not explaining this properly, but here you're going to go up to the top bar where it says Add Title, and you're going to click on Title, and it's going to bring up this like weird box here. It has a bunch of different settings here, right? So it says choose a template, so you can kind of go through and just see what you want. Usually I really like just really simple text. I don't really like adding, like, these are kind of ugly. I don't know, they look kind of weird. Like, these are useful because it kind of tells you for all audience or whatever. That's kind of useful. But then like the rest is kind of like, I don't know, I don't really like these colors. They're ugly. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of like 90s font styles, so I don't really like it. I like more modern looking ones, but if you're in a pinch and your time is really constrained, you can just choose one of them. I'm going to scroll all the way down, and I'm going to choose the one that says standard 1. If you need more, if your text or script is more than 2 lines or 1 line, then you have to go standard 2 or standard 3, standard 4. You can't really, it's not like a word processing program where you continuously write and it'll automatically format the different lines for you. You can't do that in a video editing software. You have to manually choose that. So when you have multiple lines of text, you have to choose line 1, line 2, like that. You have to add it manually in Openshot, and that is why I don't like Openshot. This is specifically only an Openshot problem, and that's why I don't like it. But it's, again, like if you're in a pinch, if you're in a hurry, it's going to do the job for you. So I'm going to choose standard 1 because I only want 2 lines of text. And the first thing you're going to go here is I'm just going to change the file name to dog text, something like that. Name it something. And then in line 1, you're going to choose what you want to say. So I'm just going to put, it can be whatever you want depending on your project, but I'm just, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm just going to call it Welcome to Doge Video, and then by Helen Long. Okay, so I'm just going to write that, and then here you can change the font. The other thing I don't like about doing this on Openshot, why I prefer doing this through iMOVIE, is that for some reason not all of the fonts are working, but some of them do, but you can just test it out, and you can, so here you can choose a type of font. You can choose if it's bold, and you can choose the size, and you can't even test it out like right instantaneously. You have to like click OK to test it out. So that's how you test it out. I'm going to make it slightly bigger. I'll make it 96. And then I don't like the color, so I'm going to change the color to, I don't know, black. I like very modern looking fonts, so I'm just going to choose black. And then that's it. And then after you've done this, it's kind of hard to see. That's the other problem, is it's really hard to see if you're doing black fonts, but it's there. And then you're going to hit save. And then you're going to see a file pop up in the project files right here. And what you're going to do is you're going to drag that file on top to track 5 like this. So yeah, see, I really don't like this. It's already too big. But you can see the font here, right? You can see the text here, but it's really bad. So I'm just gonna remove the clip and redo this because I really don't like this, the text here. So edit title. Can I do that? Oh yeah, I can. So welcome. So I'm just, because my aspect ratio of my film is very narrow, so I'm just gonna make my words more simple. I'm just gonna call it Dog Video by Helen, and then save. And then I'm gonna drag it now. It's gonna fit better. Yeah, this Dog Video by Helen Long. Okay, so it's still not that great, but I'm just going to edit. So edit title again, and I'm just gonna put. I'm gonna change the font size to something smaller. Maybe I'll do 72 or something. Hopefully that will, yeah, there you go. Now it fits, right? So now it fits better because I made this text smaller, but that's one thing I really don't like in Openshot, is that you can't test everything instantaneously. And if you heard me say the words aspect ratio earlier, that refers to the sorry, I'm forgetting my words. That refers to the formatting of your the frame formatting of the orientation. There you go. The orientation of your camera. Sorry, of your view. I'm sorry. Let me restart this. The aspect ratio refers to the orientation of your frame. So whether if it's landscape or widescreen. But right now it's set on landscape, and it's actually set to a phone aspect ratio. That's why the screen size is very narrow. It's made for phone videos. That's why. You can download other footages that have wider aspect ratios, and you'll know if they don't have the 2 black bars showing. Okay, so there you go. This is how you basically add a text overlay. You just go to title on Openshot, right? And then you just find the text that you like, you type it in, and then you just hit save and then OK. If you need to rewind this tutorial again to see how I did this, you can. But I'm not going to repeat myself since I'm uploading this to YouTube, and you can easily access this tutorial once I post the link. Okay, so that's how you create a text overlay on Openshot. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to do text overlay in a different video program and bring that into Openshot, and it's going to look 10 times better. All right, so I'm going to I'm going to delete this, remove clip, and I'm going to remove from project, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to minimize this, and I'm actually going to open up my iMOVIE. Hey Siri, open iMOVIE. Awesome. So you can already see on iMOVIE that, oh sorry, I have another project already done. I'm just going to delete everything. So you can already see in iMOVIE it's very similar to Openshot, but it looks way more modern and way more organized. So iMOVIE is available on your phone, and it's also available for iMacs. If you're not able to get iMOVIE at all, you can choose other video rendering softwares. I think Filmora is even better with text editing, and so is DaVinci Resolve. It's just, Openshot is just terrible, but if you're gonna use Openshot, yeah, this is how I would do it usually, because yeah, it's just a lot better. So you are going to see this once you downloaded iMOVIE or you open iMOVIE, you're going to see, like, this is how your new project should look like. You shouldn't be seeing any files at all. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to import your media. So you can even see in iMOVIE, this is where you would access your files and your media files. This is where you would preview your files, and this is your tracks area, right? It's just not as complicated as Openshot. It actually looks more simplified, which is actually better. I like this one a lot more. But I'm going to show you how to import media. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to choose the dog video. So the first thing you're going to do is click on import media, and this is going to show you this giant window right here, right? And down here you're going to see a bunch of file names. It's actually set to your desktop, which is where my dog is, right? So I'm just going to find my dog, my woof woof. Where's my woof woof? This one? No. Where's, oh, there it is. So this is my dog that I just downloaded. So I'm gonna, after I've identified my file, I'm just gonna go to import selected, and you're gonna see here right away, you can actually even start to test it out, but it's not ready to be tested yet. I am literally just going to select this file and drag and drop it into iMOVIE, just like this. And if you play it, you can see it's not even chunky. It's very smooth, right? It's very smooth. So see, it's very nice. You can see the whole dog file here. But I'm gonna go back to the start now, and now I'm going to show you how to add subtitles or text overlay or fonts on top of your video, okay? So all you do is you're going to go up here, so where it says My Media, Audio, Titles, Backgrounds, Transitions. You're going to hit the word that says backgrounds. Oh, sorry, not backgrounds. I'm sorry. What am I saying? You're going to go to titles. You're going to go to titles and click on titles, that one. And you're just going to go through and click on the ones that you like. You can even test out the one that you think that might suit the best for you. Usually my favorite ones are the more modern looking ones, so this one or this one. But these are made for widescreen users, so I'm going to use something more smaller. I'm just going to click on this one, but you can choose the one that fits your aspect ratio the most. And once again, aspect ratio refers to the orientation of your frame. So my orientation is vertical right now because it's set for phone video, but you can have widescreen as well. But I'm just going to choose this one because it's very narrow. Okay, so I'm going to choose this one and just double click it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys once again, okay? So I'm going to, oops, sorry guys. I'm just going to show you once again how I did that. So I'm going to go to the beginning of the film. So make sure you click on the beginning of the timeline, otherwise you start adding the text in the middle and that's just being annoying. So once you're adding text, click on this, make sure the yellow line is at the start of your video. And you're going to double click on the one you want. So I want this one, this font. So I click on here and you can just start typing in here right away. So you're gonna click on in the video preview, you can write whatever you want here. You can write dog video Helen or something like that. Write whatever you want. Okay, so this is my dog video by Helen. Okay, and then if you want this to last for if you want this to last only for a little bit of your video, for 4 seconds and 4 seconds and 1 millisecond, then you would end this purple clip here. But if you want to make sure the text lasts all the way through your video, then you would drag this all the way to the end. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the beginning and I'm going to now play through. Great, so that's wonderful. And now I'm going to go back and make sure I click on the beginning of the font, and I'm going to click on, sorry, why is it doing this? I'm going to make sure this is reset all. How come I can't? Oh, I can't edit this anymore. I see. So I wanna make sure this is sitting at the top, but I can't. I guess I can't do that. Nope. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, I guess that's one thing I really don't like about iMovie now, is that you can only choose it in the center. In Openshot, you can actually move the text around, but this one doesn't let you do that. So I guess you have to pick one that's okay, let me choose a different one. Maybe whoa, not like that. No. Okay, maybe I will choose, you know what, I don't like this one, so let me delete this right away anyways, and then add this to the beginning, and let me do this one more time. So I'm going to, I want to put this to the top actually, but I guess I can't do that. Oh cool, that one's cool. Okay, so I want that here, but why can't I move this to the top? Am I able to move this? I guess no, I can't move this to the top. Yeah, that's one bad thing, but it's okay. I'll just call this Helen's dog. You know what? No, I really don't like this one either. Sorry guys, I'm just editing this right now. I'll just choose, yeah, I'll just make this one. Okay, so dog vid. I'm just gonna call this dog vid Helen. There, just call it that. And you can even change the font that you don't like. So I'm just gonna call this Avenir Medium, and yeah. I'm just gonna put that there, and yep. Okay, so now I am pretty much set and finished adding my text. So what you can do is, once again, drag it to the end so it lasts the whole video, and you are going to now import this into Openshot, right? So I'm going to show you how to do that. So this is how you do a text overlay in iMovie to import onto Openshot. So once you're done creating your text overlay, you're just going to go to the upper right corner, click on it, and go export file. And you're gonna hit next. And you're gonna go desktop, iMovie, I'm just gonna call it dog. And when you close out of this, oh, did it not export properly? Uh-oh, oh, did I not do it? Where's dog? Ah, there it is. So if I click on this, you'll be able to see the dog video that I just did on iMovie. So this is the dog video I did. So now I'm going to go into Openshot, so open it again, and I'm going to now remove this clip. Sorry, I think my Openshot froze. Yep, it froze. So nope, I'm just going to redo it. I'm gonna reopen Openshot. Sorry guys. Okay, so I'm going to open Openshot. So you're going to import this into Openshot. So you're going to go to the dog video and either drag it onto your track like this, or find import and drag it onto, and then put it on here and to drag it down to your track. So you can either drag it directly on your track from your desktop, or you can push this button here to import, and then you can find dog video. Where's the dog? Dog.mp4 and open, and you'll see the file pop up here, and drag that onto your track. And if you play it, you're gonna see dog video by Helen. Okay, so that is how you create a text overlay. Okay. In this, I was about to do two different entire videos together, but I'm going to just upload one tutorial at a time. So this tutorial is just to create a text overlay. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to split and cut clips to edit them properly, to see, so that, like, you know, in YouTube when you see like videos of people editing, like you have one frame painting to another frame, which shows like maybe you want, in the first frame you want to see someone eating, and then the next frame you want to have a different action. Well, I'm going to show you how to edit that together in the next tutorial. Okay, so this one is just for a text overlay. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope this helps you for your assignments, and contact me on Schoology if you need any extra help with this. And the next one I will do now is the split and cut tutorial.